Now, do you fancy a seat on those plush red leather benches of the House of Lords? No, we like our purple chairs here. Well, if you don't want to ingratiate yourself to one of the main political parties, you could become a crossbencher, like our guest Lola Young here. But how do you go about it? Well, we're joined now by Mark Llewellyn-Slade, who will, for a fee, help you write an application for membership of the Upper House. Tell us more.
Well, a lot of people don't realise they can apply to join the Upper House. They think they have to wait to be nominated by a third party or invited to join the Upper House. But that's not the case. As long as you're over the age of 21 and a UK, Irish or Commonwealth citizen and a UK taxpayer, of course, then you can apply. It's as simple as that.
Right. I mean, is there a huge demand? Is that why you set up the company, to actually deal with this?
Well, we put a relatively small number of people forward for the Lords compared to Queen's Honours, for example. Probably about 10 a year compared to literally hundreds of people for Queen's Honours. So, no, it's a small number.
Right. I mean, what kind of people approach you for help to get into the House of Lords?
Generally people who have excelled in their chosen field and people who feel that they've got something new and fresh to offer to the Upper House. And of course they have to be willing and able to discuss the topical issues of the day as well.
Right, yes, that would help, wouldn't it? I mean, what service do you actually provide? If it can cost about £7,000, what do you do for all that money?
Well, we take care of the process from start to finish. So first of all, we would offer people an honest assessment of their chances of success over the phone initially. And to be honest with you, we do discourage more people than we encourage to go ahead. But if we together believe that they do stand a strong chance of success, then one of our expert team will then go out and meet with them, go through their background and achievements in detail, give them all the advice and guidance they need, and then they'll take care of the written application process and the drafting of the CV.
Right. It sounds a bit, I mean, it sounds a little bit like cheating, it doesn't it? I mean, what's the success rate you've got for getting people into the House of Lords?
Well, the industry average success rate across all Queen's Honours, House of Lords applications and business awards is about 1 in 10, and ours is 1 in 2, about 50%, so there's a massive difference. Good
value for money, Lola Young?
I think it's frankly bizarre. I came across these sites a little while ago, and there are a number offering advice and support in applications. I suppose what I would say is that if you apply like I did, if you're confident that you've got the qualifications, you fulfil the criteria, do the application yourself, because you know who you are, you know what your voice is, you know what you want to do, you know why you want to do it. I suppose it's a bit like having somebody write your CV if you're applying for a job. But at the end of the day, even if you get your application seen and you're invited for interview, you're not going to have somebody there holding your hand at the interview, and you have to go through quite a robust procedure in order to get through to the end.
But do you think, Judith Jolly, that it helps people who do have something to offer but just don't know how to deal with the process? Because that's really what Mark Llewellyn-Slade is doing.
I'm sure the process is absolutely clearly laid out. It's totally straightforward. It's a very straightforward process. And those people who actually have the skills and qualities required to be a crossbencher or a member of the House, if they can't deal with that, then probably they would find it really tough to actually be in the chamber,
right,
and be a member. What
do you think of this process? You do have to have quite a bit of money then to actually be able to access this service in order to get into the House.
I'm completely with Lola and Judith. I find this a bizarre thing. I think you've got to be articulate if you go into the Lords. You've got to be able to take the rough and tumble of questions and debates. And the idea that, you know, somebody is going to help you to fill in your forms and presumably train you for interview seems
well, let Mark
very strange, I'm sure.
Answer the scepticism, Mark Llewellyn-Slade, you've heard here from the ladies.
Well, firstly, the world is full of experts. We use tutors to help ourselves and our children to pass exams. We use expert driving instructors to help us pass our driving test. So we're offering a service to people, and most importantly, we're making the Lords application process more transparent.
All right, we're going to have to leave you there, but thank you. That was a good point to end. Mark Llewellyn-Slade, that's it for today. Thanks to all our guests, but of course to the 3 baronesses, a bauble of baronesses we called them at the beginning. The BBC One News is starting over shortly, and I'll be here at noon tomorrow. Bye-bye.